Hey there, Wisdom Wednesday, coming before you just for a couple of minutes to continue touching on the topic of fear. It was very interesting to me. I think it was last week, a friend of mine on his Facebook page, he actually posted about how he was upset. He had given his son some money to go to the grocery store, and on the way to the store, his son dropped the money because raccoons were coming after him, and he thought the raccoons were going to get him. So he ended up dropping the money. So what's interesting about that is because I had just previously read something. I don't know if you all have ever read Fervent by Priscilla Shire, but I have that book and I've already finished it. I think I had finished it either last year or the year before last. And my book, if it's anything like y'all's, if you have it, I have highlights all throughout of it. And there's a chapter on your fears, and there was something that I had actually taken a picture of. I had actually posted it to my Facebook page, and it came back up in a memory. And here's what it says: fear is the antithesis of faith. Faith is what allows you to step foot on the soil of your destiny. If God has given you clear direction, like he gave the children of Israel, direction that's confirmed by his written word and by the sounding board of wise, godly counsel, and your only real reason for resisting him is because you're afraid of what following him down this path might mean or cost or entail, then you're not only on the threshold of being disobedient, you're about to miss an opportunity to give God some fresh, new glory by doing what he's wanting to do through you, which is the true meaning and purpose behind his invitation for you to join him on the scary adventure in the first place. My friend, fear of the unknown and fear of what may happen is going to cost you. This little boy dropped money. It cost him, it cost his father, all because of what he thought was going to happen. Your fear is there for a reason, and it goes against faith. If you caught the message I did between faith and fear, okay, your fear goes against faith, and you have to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Because fear doesn't come from God, fear comes from the enemy. So when there's something that's attempting to hold you back, you need to find out exactly what is it that the enemy sees right around the corner that he is trying to keep you from. There's something that you want so badly. There's something that you want so desperately, but you are allowing fear to get in the way of that. Whether it's fear of the unknown, there is such a thing, but guess what? You don't have to know everything. Because if you knew everything, if you knew what was right around the corner, if you knew what was going to happen, the moment that you stepped outside of the boat, you wouldn't have faith. You wouldn't need faith. Because faith means you are believing without seeing anything. Do not let fear cost you. Again, this fear costed this little boy money. But it's just so interesting to me that it costed his father money. Okay? What is it that God is trying to do through us, with us, in us, for those around us? God, our Father, is trying to bless others through us, but our fear is getting in the way of that, and we're costing, it's costing us, it's costing others. I don't necessarily want to say it's costing God, but it's getting in the way of what he is trying to do. When the enemy is fighting you so hard, you have to get to the bottom of why. He is only going to come to those who he knows that greatness is in them, and that they are about to be used for a purpose, and that they are about to be elevated and taken to another level. You have to figure out what it is that he is trying to keep you from. Because if he's not interfering in your life in any way, then that means you are no threat to him. If he is not trying to interfere in your life in any way, that means that God isn't trying to use you for something. If he is not trying to interfere in your life in any way, that means that God doesn't have a purpose for you. That means God doesn't have anything for you. That means that God's not trying to do something through and for you. Many of you send me your prayers and I enjoy them because it's crazy to me, because I can see your future. I can see what it is that God is about to do through you. Your personalities and your attacks tell me so many different things about what is going on right now, what it is that the enemy sees, and what it is that God is trying to do. I'm asking you today, who do you trust? Are you going to let fear hold you back, or are you going to step outside the boat and take a leap of faith? Are you going to walk on water with faith and know that the same God that created the sea, he can calm the waves for you if you get outside the boat? Maybe the boat is only rocking because you're still in it. Maybe the boat is only a little bit shaky and the waves are coming because you have not gotten outside of the boat to step on those waves. I challenge you today to face your fear. As I said in the message, whatever it is that you need to do it on the grounds of fear. Do it on the grounds of fear, but God doggone it, you've got to do it. You've got to move and you've got to trust God. And you have to know that you have the God of angel armies on your side. Do not let fear hold you back another moment. Do not let fear hold you back another day. Your life is dependent upon it. Your quality of life is dependent upon it. Your legacy, your family, your friends. There's so many people who are waiting on you. It is all dependent upon what you are going to do. Do not let fear cost you. Do not let your fear cause your talents and your potential and your God-given purpose and destiny to go to waste. So that's what I would say to you for Wisdom Wednesdays. Let fear get out the way. Go back to Sunday's message. Fear has no place. Not up in here, it doesn't. You got a calling on your life, and it's time for you to get out the boat and step into it. God bless you all. I love you, and I will see you on Sunday as we continue with the Dare to Be series. I know you'll be blessed by it. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye-bye.